Why is Craig already in here?
Because it's 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock is when we're doing the podcast.
But our guest isn't here.
Dude, we need our guests in here, Knucklehead. And I don't even think Nolan's in the server.
Yeah, we either do it now or never. I got so much work to do. I got to be out of here in an hour.
Then
Welcome
get
to the
freaking
Cringe
guests.
Cast. We were supposed to have guests, but it looks like they were unable to join us. So, how are you guys doing?
I'm doing all right.
Well,
I was dead for a little bit.
I was doing pretty good, but well, did we ever confirm with our guests that it's happening at 5 and not 7?
They knew what time. They both confirmed that they would be able to do it at 4 p.m. Central.
Did you send him an invite to the server?
Oh!
There's Becca.
Hey, Becca.
Hey.
Can we put the chips away, sir?
Hold on, let me eat 2 more.
Becca, can you say something?
Hi,
This is
here.
a disaster.
Sorry about my voice.
Thank you for apologizing.
Don't worry.
Grant, I think we do actually need to start Craig when everyone is here,
Are
though.
we recording? Is this recording?
Yeah, we're
it is
recording.
Wait,
It
we're
does.
in the middle of the podcast?
What's
What?
that?
It's in the middle of the podcast?
Not the middle. This is the beginning, my friend.
Okay, hey everybody, welcome to the podcast.
Hey.
What? Well, no, you don't. We welcome you.
Yeah. We were
Hey
starting
everybody,
this
welcome
off-
to Cringecast.
Hey everybody.
No.
Welcome to BuddyCast.
Welcome to Cringecast starring Becca with your guests Chatterbox, Peacock, Grant, and Connor.
And
Well,
this is my
Chatterbox, I don't-
podcast.
I hate to cut out your lovely opening, but we're starting this with like a bit this time,
Oh, okay.
and we have to play into the bit, so we have to like invite Becca in. Like
Okay.
you're walking in the room. I'm gonna add like
Oh, I thought the
footsteps.
bit
Hey,
was that I
guys.
was eating chips really
What?
annoyingly. And
No, that's not a bit. That's
Microphone.
what we call a shit.
Can we just keep this whole part in about talking about doing a bit? Because that'd be really funny.
Should we Okay, so I'm ready to do the bit, but real quick, I just want to say, hey Becca, thank you for coming and doing the show. All this is probably going to get cut, but I just wanted
That's
to say
okay.
thank you for jumping on here.
Well, you know, I'm just happy to be here.
Connor, you're already typing.
Connor, you're a nuisance. You're
You're eating
fool.
chips and you're typing.
You're puking on camera. You're
He's
farting. You're
professional.
pooping.
Can I
Wait,
listen
hold
to
on,
your
hold on,
thinking?
hold on. I'm done. I'm done.
He's done. He's done with all the chips. He's eaten all the chips. All right, Connor. Well, I hope you like those chips because they just got you demoted. You're the guest now, Becca.
Yeah,
You're a
I'm
host.
a host. I'm a host.
How come this
I'm
all
gonna be that way forever. I'm always gonna be on the podcast.
Excellent.
That's my strategy.
That's exactly, what I was about to say.
That's what Grant did.
That's a granted.
You know, it's like in the Beatles, Paul McCartney was actually just a guest the whole time.
That's how bands function. Yes, they have the hosts and the guests. That's how bands
Every
work.
song said like Electric Boogaloo featuring Paul McCartney. And
Yeah, every song said featuring, yeah.
Strawberry Fields Forever featuring Paul.
T-Pain.
What if they
Featuring
made an
T-Pain.
album?
T-Pain was on that song.
I kind of want a band where we say like featuring the name of our band on each album.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm about to make a loud noise with my chair.
I'm ready.
Okay, that was to mitigate loud noises in the future.
Thank you. For now on, when you make a noise, draw attention to it. First.
I will draw attention to it,
Hey
and
Grant, I'm gonna eat the rest of my chips in my bag really quick. All right,
Hold
ready?
on, guys. I'm about to talk.
Just do push to talk.
Just do push the chew.
he is pushing.
Please
Pushing
keep
your
this all
patient.
in. Okay,
Alright.
don't delete anything we've said, please, because this is gold.
I'm curious, Becca. How do you know Nolan?
How do I know Nolan? Well, there's a lot of ways.
Your siblings, right?
Oh, how did you meet him? I should say.
Well, through Twitter actually. He liked my tweets, and we hit it off from there.
We never said today we were supposed to have lovely Nolan or Great Teen Videos. I remember it's Great Teen Videos for Teens, but I guess he changed the title.
Yeah, they.
No,
they
it's Great
shortened
Teen
it.
Vids, 14 kids.
Exactly.
He has 14 children and he has to work very hard to support them.
I'm actually from
And-
a YouTube channel too.
And Omaha Tonight. We were gonna have him and lovely Becca. Becca, do us a favor. Tell us what.
Yeah.
Like plug yourself. Tell us all about your YouTube channel, your Twitter
Okay,
page.
well,
your
I'll go
funny
for it
podcast.
if you want.
Wait, Becca,
Well-
did you write the pillow?
Yeah, I wrote the pillow.
Okay.
What
Okay.
pillow?
I thought that was you.
What pillow
That's
are we
me,
talking
it's a
about?
pillow. If you
There was a
go to,
pillow that Nolan sells on his Teespring or something, and Grant bought it and auctioned it off at or raffled it off at Shrekfest, and it's the funniest goddamn thing ever.
Yeah, and that's teespring.com/get-pillow-for-baby !TS Mac store and TSMIC equals Great Vids -HIRT zone -20 and PID equals 585 and CID equals 102,500 and SID equals front. So
Excellent.
from that URL, you'll get to the pillow.
Excellent. And
Oh my
what does
God.
it say on the pillow?
You want me to read the whole thing?
Yeah,
Read the whole thing, please. Please, Becca.
Okay,
Read us the whole thing.
Or ideally a library or Barnes and Noble or Borders or Marshalls, and you see something in the distance and it's bright and it's gleaming, and you're like, wow, this is really bright in my eyes. I'm gonna go look at it. So you go over and look at it. It's not bright at all. It's actually a little human baby, but it's being unattended and it's not being taken care of by anyone. But it can seemingly take care of itself, considering how it's clean and unthrown up upon. And now you deal with the dilemma of whether or not to take this baby home. So you decide to take it home, and you go to take it home in your 1996 Chevy Honda Toyota, and you enter your house on Daniel Avenue, and you go to your room and turn on the TV. Which show do you want to have the baby watch? A one with cusses or not?
Wow, that's pretty good.
So which one would you have the baby watch? Would you rather? It's a would you rather question.
What were the choices?
What show would you have the baby watch? A one with cusses or not?
Oh,
Oh.
he's just a baby. He can hear a cuss, and that don't mean nothing.
Yeah, right. That's what I said.
What if it says the cuss word?
Oh, yeah, I love Nolan's server has a channel called Level 9. I think it's Level 9 Cussing Zone. Level 4 Cussing Zone. And everyone's just like Frank, Toot, Fruick, Fruheck.
Oh,
It's
shit.
really good
Do we
in
have
there.
to censor those?
You know, I actually have a little spiritual successor to that pillow, and you guys can check it out at this link I just linked you guys. So if you go
Oh.
to the Discord, there's a funny
Yeah.
shirt.
Let's take a look at that
Oh,
funny
wow.
shirt.
Take a look at the funny shirt.
Becca, do you want to read out the URL to the shirt?
Well, this one's a little simpler. It's teespring.com/buy-this-shirt-2019. So if you go to that, then you can buy the shirt.
Excellent. Connor, or Chatter, you know what? Chatterbox is generally pretty quiet for episode chatter. Do you want to read what's on that shirt, please?
Yeah, try out go for it.
It won't load on my phone.
I got it. I bought this shirt on teespring.com. There is a content creator that I follow called @Beccadagoo, full name Becca Levine, who is currently banned on Twitter apparently, according to
Not on
Chatterbox.
the shirt. Not on the shirt.
That's not on the shirt, but
I'll get into
we
that
post all
later.
sorts of content on both Twitter and YouTube. Although Twitter's, if you follow her on Twitter @Beccadagoo, you will see all sorts of funny comedic jokes and gags, the kind of goofs that will make you laugh so hard your nose stops working. In case you're still confused, teespring.com is a website (online) where you can purchase all sorts of quote user-made end quote shirts. Rebecca's store in particular can be found at https://teespring.com/stores/Becca's-shirt-palace, a URL that might be considered wordy by some but unique by others. On that store, parentheses, which can be found by inputting the URL into your computer, and parentheses, you can click on and view and perhaps purchase all sorts of wonderful designs. If you're still confused, although I don't understand why you would be at this point, a shirt is a type of cut cloth you wear over your chest and breast region. It protects you from small debris, dirt, and all kinds of risky liquids. As I am wearing this shirt, I implore you to visit Becca's shop and purchase a t-shirt that fancies you. Thanks for reading. Then, the back of the shirt
he's not
says,
the best.
thanks for reading the back of this shirt. Just so you know, the front of the shirt details both the process behind how this shirt was created and why you should purchase it for yourself. If you're reading this part, chances are you read the front first. But in case you haven't, I would personally recommend doing so. Anyway, now that I'm 100% sure that you've read the front, let me tell you a little secret. This shirt, it's extremely comfortable. Like, it may not look comfortable, but my interestingly shaped body, but this shirt is one of the most comfortable and nicest to wear shirts I've ever worn. I would personally recommend any shirt aficionados purchase this shirt and rub it against their cheek. Also, my pet at home is extremely cute, and I would like you, the person reading the shirt, to ask me, the person wearing this shirt, about my wonderfully adorable pet. Once again, I appreciate you putting in the time to read this shirt, and I applaud your extreme dedication in doing so. As a reward, this shirt will now say some risque, inappropriate curse words. Dang, hell, fuck, cum, poopy. Thanks again, and have a great day.
So that's the shirt, guys.
Wow. I see a
God.
lot of extra space on the shirt. You probably could have put some more words on there. I think.
No.
Yeah, it seems like
Okay.
a pretty cool shirt.
Yeah.
Anyway, tell us. Whoa, Chadbox, you okay? You entering a vortex?
What? What's wrong?
So Twitter shadow banned me.
Yeah, I was about to ask about that. For terrorism?
Yeah, I'm angry. I'm very angry at Twitter. So
For terrorism? Wait, what?
no, I use TweetDeck, so it thinks I'm a robot because I use TweetDeck.
What's TweetDeck?
It's if you go to tweetdeck.com, you can queue up your tweets, so it'll tweet for you at a specific time. So you put in a tweet, and you're like, I want to tweet this out on September 14th, 2023, and then you press the button, and it will do that. So I guess I put too many in because Twitter thinks I'm a robot now, and it bans me from tweeting. So it's
Wow,
great.
does that mean shadow tweeting is that you can't tweet, but your Twitter's still
Well,
available?
I think right now it's just temporarily blocking me because it says to protect our users from spam and other malicious activity, we can't complete this action right now. Please try again later. So I think they're going to check it and let me back in. But hashtag Becca did nothing wrong. So get
Yeah,
that trending.
Let's get that trending on YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook.
Let's get it trending on YouTube.
I'm getting a call from Nolan.
Answer right now on the podcast.
Okay. Hey,
Hey, what's up?
nothing much. Just recording a podcast. What's up with you?
Am I live? Is this live?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
man.
yeah.
Welcome to the show, Nolan.
Oh, cool. You guys heard about that? Have you guys heard about those moves like Jagger?
Nolan, can you just get on Discord?
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, he hung up on me.
You should have told them no, we weren't live.
And here he is, ladies and gentlemen.
It's Nolan.
It's Dolan Dark.
Hi, what's up?
At
Hello.
Too Much Protein on Twitter. Check it out.
Yeah, hey, have you guys heard about these moves like Jagger?
We have.
They got Jagger out there. He's doing some major moves these days.
Hey, you know what I'm doing later tonight?
What are you doing, Becca?
I'm gonna be counting stars
Oh yeah, how many do you
by
think there
One Republic.
How many are there?
I think at least 2,000.
Oh,
You're gonna go count stars in the sky?
I mean, maybe on the sky, if you know what I mean.
I don't know what that means. Can you explain it?
It means I'm gonna go follow celebrities around
Like-
Hollywood.
In the street and such?
And you're gonna count them? You're gonna be like,
Well, now the jokes are funny.
No, it's getting funnier.
Yeah, it's getting better. Nolan, it's great to have you on here finally.
Great to have you on my podcast.
Yes,
Yeah, good.
Becca's podcast, the Pee and Poo Poo Cast.
thanks. It's so fun to be here. I've been all day. I've been waiting in anticipation to be on such a show as this.
All day you've been waiting to be late.
And now that I am, you guys told me we were starting at 5, and it's 4, but whatever.
Yeah.
What? I'm gonna go screen cap our conversation right now.
Oh no,
Okay.
Grant's spicy. Whenever
Definitely
Anthony
said
ups that
5
one.
cents.
I mean-
wow,
Yeah,
Grant,
but-
what a great thing to say on an audio-based podcast.
Oh wait, he's
Until
right.
third
I did
party.
say 5. I forgot.
You said 5.
Oh,
That's cool. Real quick, for Nolan and Becca, is there any way to increase?
You don't get money,
your
you just get the
volume
little
just a
statue.
tad?
Shut up.
For me, I could do anything you want.
You sound good now.
I didn't change anything.
Oh well.
What if instead of Academy Awards, it was the Academy Rewards, and if you win 5 of them, you get to trade them in for a free sub sandwich.
Does the Academy make the sandwich?
Yeah, same guys that vote on the movies make the sandwich. It's a pretty bad sandwich because they're not sandwich artists.
Let me ask you something. Is it gonna be like Subway where you get the free sandwich, but they charge you extra for shit that they would charge extra for?
They charge you extra for shipping.
They gotta ship you the sandwich. I
Mhm.
guess that sounds like a bum deal. What year did Seth MacFarlane that hosted the Emmys one year?
That was the Oscars, and that was in 2013, I think, or maybe 2012.
How would you feel being a movie star? like working hard all your life to be a good movie star, and you go in a movie, and you get an award for how well you worked, and fucking Seth MacFarlane is handing you the trophy.
Seth MacFarlane didn't host whatever fucking award show you're talking about.
Yes, he did. I saw
he
it.
did.
He did the Oscars.
No.
Yeah,
Wacko.
the Oscar.
Yes,
That's what
he
I
did.
said. That's what I
Actually,
said.
Seth Govind Das.
Dude, don't gaslight me.
This
is literally crazy right now.
A distinguished
You're going
parliamentarian.
crazy. You're
He
going
belongs to the
crazy.
Maheshwari
This-
merchant family.
Peacock, I don't think this is our podcast anymore.
What is the show? What do you guys do on this show?
You've kind of figured out exactly what we do. Grant's usually a little more vocal, though. I think you kind of pissed him off. He's kind of
Grant,
gotten
hey Grant,
angry.
I'm sorry I got mad at you about the thing that I was right about and you were wrong.
No, listen.
Let's hear it. Hear Grant out, guys.
Grant, I'm sorry for meeting your babysitter in private.
What?
I'm not going to elaborate.
We should all apologize to Grant for what we did. Chatterbox, can you apologize for what you did to Grant?
Grant, I'm sorry your cat's gay.
Yours too?
Connor.
Grant, I'm sorry I made fun of your parents and your aunt and uncle at Shrekfest, and I pointed and laughed at them while they cried.
What's Shrek Fest?
Oh, we can't talk about that this episode. I'm sorry.
That would be 3 episodes in a row we've explained what Shrekfest is.
And Grant, I'm sorry I interrupted you explaining your beef with Nolan to make a bit. So please explain your beef with Nolan.
I checked the logs and I asked if you could do 5, and you said okay, because Connor requested that we do it at 5. And then after you guys okayed it, Connor said actually 4. So then I messaged you guys and said, could you do 4? And Becca said yes, but you didn't reply. And that's not your fault, because we shouldn't be setting a time the day before. I blame Connor.
I'm gonna blame Connor too.
It's 5:25 right now for me, so I'm technically right and you're all wrong.
No. We're talking Central Time.
Wait, are we recording right now?
We're talking
Yeah,
Central.
We've been recording for like decades.
Should we do the intro now?
No,
Is it like a song?
Oh, that's
Hey guys, welcome to the
we
Cringe
had that
Cast.
special intro that we were gonna do for this episode. We got our like hit, our line, but
Okay, are you gonna do it?
we had a unique intro this time around.
Oh, let's hear it.
Hey.
Well,
No, Becca.
No, we had we already had Nolan showing up late. That's actually a much funnier intro than what was planned.
I
Well,
thought the
let's-
funny intro was I was gonna eat chips and you're all gonna yell at me.
That did happen.
What can we do?
Tell me about Mega 64.
Yeah, who are those guys? How many? There's really 64 of them.
Yeah. So Mega 64 is a web series, and they laugh at video games and anime.
I laugh at it, baby.
Whoa. Holy shit.
Are you okay?
We're having our first podcast. Of
Sorry, I
official
was so
stroke.
excited I stroked out.
Welcome back to the Seizure Cast.
The only thing I laugh at is classic Bob Hope routines.
Can you give us a Bob Hope routine? I've never even
I
heard of
need
him.
you to stop. I'm just
Yeah. Just give me Bob Hope is he would do one. He'd go up there on TV and he'd be like, "Oh, boys,
Oh, he was the guy in
girls."
the live action Mario movie. I know
He
Yeah.
was
that.
Andy Griffith. He was Andy Griffith's show.
He'd go.
I'm Andy Griffith show.
He'd go.
No, you're not.
I've played
Okay.
some strange rounds of golf in my travels. One course in Alaska was in the wilderness. My caddy was a moose. Every time I reached for a club, he thought I was trying to steal his antlers. What?
I'm scared right now.
Are you guys muting Spencer again?
Chatterbox is muting me
No,
again. Chatterbox, if you don't do
I'm
that.
not. I promise you, I'm on
Oh,
my
it's
phone.
Connor. Connor's
I
trying to be a funny man.
no, I would not do that. That's not funny anymore.
It's one of you twos.
That was last episode funny, not this episode funny.
It's not Grant. Grant's not
Check
goofing.
the audit. Check the audit record. You could see.
Oh,
It
that's
tells-
true. Check the audit.
Here, I could do it here.
It doesn't. No, it doesn't have it in there.
Why? Because you deleted it?
Are you deleting it? Is that why?
You can't delete stuff from the audit log.
What's an audit log?
What's an auto log?
Hey, Connor did do it.
Oh, Connor!
Connor.
You guys heard about logs? You guys heard about logs when it's in the toilet and it's like it's poop?
Oh, you know what, Nolan? Can I ask you something?
Hell yeah, baby.
Would you stand in a toilet after you flushed it?
Stand in it? Like put my feet in it?
Yeah, after you flushed it.
That's such a bizarre way to ask someone if they pee in the shower.
No, I'm asking that question.
Are we
I'm asking
really
that one.
backdooring
No,
this
I'm
again?
asking if he'd stand in the toilet after he flushed it.
Oh, is this just a joke about peeing in the shower?
No. It's
Oh.
that question I asked you.
Well, no, not unless there was an incentive, like I got like a free gift card.
See, that's but you got an Academy reward.
Yeah. Oh yeah, then absolutely. I'd stick my
Excellent.
feet in there. I'd stick my
Grant, I have a
elbow.
question for you.
Yes.
Dude, you only got to stick your feet in the toilet 4 more times before you can get a sandwich.
That's, buddy, I've been telling myself that for years. Becca, ask your question to Grant, please.
Please.
No, the time passed.
Thank you for
I have
your
a question.
honesty.
I have a question, Grant, and the question is, what's it like?
It's hard.
I have a different question though.
Yes.
Have you heard of 3GI?
Oh, yeah. I'm quite familiar.
What do you think of it?
I think it's great. I think those boys are really giving it their all.
I should watch one of their videos sometime.
I have a question for you guys, our wonderful guests, Becca and Nolan. Now, I've known Nolan for a while, and I just
Whoa.
recently, I guess, Becca came into my radar because of that pillow that we mentioned earlier.
Yep.
I saw on Nolan's shop, which I immediately bought and put as a raffle prize at Shrekfest.
Yeah, it's cool how I didn't even know that Shrekfest was real, and now my prize is getting given out there. So that's great.
Yes, it's in someone's house right now.
Yeah, somebody has that shit, you know. I hope that, but they're,
You know who
they're
won?
sleeping on it right now.
I have no idea.
Whoever won the pillow, come over to my house for a free sandwich.
Is a pillow a sandwich?
Maybe.
Yeah,
Maybe.
a hot dog is a wiener dog. Did you
I
guys
found-
see? I went to Target once, and I heard a dad, and he was talking to his son, and he was having the talk. He was explaining to his son what a sandwich is.
Was that a Grant's dad? He was saying, Grant Henry Dufferin, this is how hot dogs are made.
Grant's middle name is Horny.
Horny Grant, Horny Duff. What is your name?
One of those, man.
Grant, you heard about Duff beer? You ever think about getting into that market?
Yes, that's a great market to get into, is referencing Simpsons.
I found out.
I'm just saying words.
I got some information. I want to hear how true this is. You know, you have a hot dog bun, right? You know
Yep.
what one looks like.
Yeah.
And
I
let's
have
say
one right now. Yeah.
you haven't you haven't cut. Let's say it's one you haven't cut, right?
Okay.
How do you cut it?
I've never
sorry.
cut a hot dog bun.
Yeah, who cuts a hot dog bun?
Who buys an uncut hot dog bun?
Is that possible?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just cut off the tip like a brisk.
I got
Why
mine
would-
free cut.
Where are you gonna put the hot dog?
What's
Connor?
the advantage to getting an uncut one?
I
Because
mean, I like
Sometimes you
I
don't
like my
have the
hot
option.
dog circumcised.
yeah, same. Yeah.
Sometimes you don't have.
You
the
gotta
option.
call the rabbi
I think
over
that
to
uncut-
get your hot dog bun.
I think uncut hot dog buns are an affront against God.
I think the
himself.
only time they're acceptable is when the hot dog is on a stick.
So you don't cut the bun at all. This is none of you have answered my question of where do you cut?
Oh, just a little.
I
hole on the
answered
end
your
and
question.
You shove it. You shove it.
You
in
cut straight ahead.
there. Yeah, I cut to the front of the line and say, "Excuse me, I need to buy this bun now, so I have more time to get home and cut it."
You buy one bun.
Yeah, I take it out of the package in the store, and I just say, and then I try to, And then I try to scan it on the machine, and I say, "Oh, where's the dang ass barcode on this thing?"
Can we please start the podcast?
We did. I don't know what you mean, Grant.
There's no way this is the podcast.
Of course, I mean, can it? Go ahead, Grant.
Am I the best guest or the worst guest? Because that's what I'm curious about.
I thought you were a host.
You're my favorite guest.
I thought this was your podcast now.
You're
Hey,
my
Grant.
favorite guest.
Hey Grant, can you start the podcast?
Yes. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen.
Grant, do the special phrase.
I think Nolan's been a really good guest, but I wish he was this funny in real life.
Yeah, I'm only funny on the mic.
What'd the blanket say that fell off the bed? Oh, sheet.
Hold on a moment, everyone. We have to do our.
Hold on, we're trying to start the epispisode.
We have to do our little intro.
Hey, what'd the blanket say when it saw Jesus? Holy sheet.
Oh,
Everyone good? We got to keep it. We have to do the thing.
okay.
Very good.
Hey there, we're the Cringe crew. You're on the Cringe Cast. I fucked it up.
I'm on the Cringe Couch.
Who was silent for that?
I'm hiding under the cringe couch, and this is.
How do you cut your couch? All right.
Oh my god.
We're the Cringe crew. You're on the Cringe Couch, listening to the Cringe Cast.
Why is it called the cringe cast? Do we cringe at stuff?
You have no idea.
You're not even half of it.
I'm going to cringe.com.
I think, Grant, if we do have to ask this question, I'm going to edit this towards the beginning. But for the viewers, Nolan and then Becca, in a very good, orderly order, tell us who you are, what you're known for. Please.
My name is Connor. Thanks for having me on the podcast. I am
Ban him.
I'm
Ban
known-
him. Get him out of here.
Wait, I thought I was supposed to go.
No, get him out of here.
We're going in alphabetical order. C comes before N.
Dude, you don't come.
That was a
Let's
pretty
go
funny
by
joke,
popularity.
honestly.
Hi, I'm Nolan. I'm on the show, and what I'm known for is Omaha Tonight every night. Have you guys? It's my new talk show. We're about 10
I
episodes,
love it.
and it keeps getting better. Watch it every night on Twitter.
Oh, I thought you were only known for editing that one hot dad video.
Dude, Funny Pig is all I know of this guy. That's
Oh
it.
wow, thanks. That's
I only know the video where he went to Red Lobster.
oh
Have you guys
yeah.
seen the baby song?
Yes, that was very good, Becca. I was going to ask you to do a thing, but yeah, I love that.
Thanks.
What's
I
that?
wanted to ask if you've seen it.
There's like a baby, and it's going, I'll be baby.
Anyway,
Please,
you go ahead.
you go ahead.
No, after you.
No, you go ahead. Grant,
No,
go ahead.
no. I'll
It's Grant's
fucking go
turn, guys.
ahead.
It's Grant's turn.
No,
Okay,
Grant's there.
Grant's turn. Grant's turn.
All right. Can we get some legit introductions for who you guys are?
I thought we just did it.
Oh my fucking god.
now.
We have to finish
This is
Becca.
like-
So Becca, please.
Okay, here's the thing. This is like my audition for Clout. This is my Clout audition. Because you guys are all big. You're all big people. You're 6 foot tall. I'm just a tiny person, and I want to just be popular. So, hey everybody, I'm Becca, and I'm funny on Twitter. That's where they know me from. Twitter.com/Beccadagoo. That's how I met Nolan. He liked my tweets.
Terrorist activity.
I've been no. Shh.
Becca,
Because I'm a robot.
have you seen our podcast?
How do you see a podcast? It's for your ears.
It's not ours.
You know, I've had Shrek retold on my roster on my YouTube Q page for a while.
On the roster.
In a few days, I'll get to it.
Shrek Retold is on my fantasy football roster.
I'm also on YouTube.
Oh yeah, Becca. Sorry, Becca's on YouTube on the Twitter. Becca, the reason I asked if you've seen our show because he called us big. Like I think Grant's the only big one here.
Well, anyway, my YouTube channel's name is Becca Levine, and I'm gonna start posting videos on there monthly. So give it a subscribe or two.
Oh, you're getting a subscription from me and Chatterbox. We do have a story to tell. Chatterbox didn't get back to Frank from Mega 64 last week.
Dude, I snubbed him, man.
Wait, what happened? Did you ask Frank to be on the show and he agreed?
Yeah, and then I completely forgot to bring it up to you guys. I was like, shit. And that was like a week ago or so.
Excellent, good work.
Chatterbox did fuck that up. He admits to it now on the podcast. Frank, if you're listening, which we know you are, we know all of the Mega 64 crew is
I
listening.
loved your performance.
We know they're
of
big
Always Sunny in
fans.
Philadelphia.
We'd love to still have you on, but
Only if you watch Shrek Retold.
All right, I'm gonna PM him right now to join.
No, don't do anything, sir. Thank you very much. I will contact him.
Becca, I have a really hard hitting question for you, Becca.
You go.
Why did you friend request me on Discord but not follow me on Twitter?
Wow.
I don't know who your Twitter is or who you are.
that's a good question.
I have a couple questions for Becca and Nolan.
Yeah.
Do you guys feel warmed up? You ready to start the interview?
Yeah,
I'm
let's go.
warm.
All right. You guys have an amazing brand of comedy that I love, and it's like
Oh yeah, I'm
always,
fucking dying on this podcast right now.
like just the way you spoof on brands. Everything's like making fun of brands, or not even making fun. It's like it's said so dry. Like you've like kind of procreated this language that we always hear about brands and companies and
That's all
deals
Nolan.
and rewards. And I just want to know like where that comes from, I guess.
Have you seen Nolan's recent Taco John's post that had me cracking?
Oh,
Yeah.
I love that.
About putting cheese in your coffee.
Yeah, but the funny part was it ended with it was like you made a fake post by Taco John's that said, "Come ask to put cheese in the coffee and we'll do it." And this is not a marketing stunt. This is an actual challenge that people are doing.
yeah.
We won't do it if it's a prank. We won't do it if it's a prank, but only if you really want it in your coffee.
Did he actually say that?
This isn't a marketing stunt.
This kind of comedy, I think, comes from like an awareness of just how corporations work and like a facade of like friendliness. Or what am I trying to say?
Yeah, you're saying it correctly.
Grant, here's my
Analyzing Nolan's funniness. Stop.
No,
Grant,
dude,
Grant,
overanalyze the shit out of it.
Here's what I would say, Grant. Like a lot of people are like, "Oh, I grew up, watching Simpsons, SpongeBob, whatever," and those are like their comedy influences. I feel like most of my influences growing up were like things that weren't supposed to be funny. Like I feel like when I was a kid, like the funniest shit to me was like commercials
Family Guy
on TV and like, it's like if people are like, "Oh, which comedians inspire you?" And I'm like, "Oh, I don't know, just watching like Radio Shack commercials or something,"
Dude, I totally see that, and I think you really explore that with the Olive Garden podcast.
Yeah.
Where, if for viewers at
What a
home
wonderful
that
thing.
may not know, Nolan does something called the Olive Garden Cat. What is it called? The Garden Cast.
Garden Cast.
Garden
that's right,
Cast.
The Garden Cast. I've tried. I think I watched one episode, and it's really hard. I'm just being honest. It's really hard to start watching it, but once they've watched the commercial, they watch the same Olive Garden commercial like 200 times in a row.
Yep.
And the first 10 times it's brutal, but then they start analyzing it in a way where you're forced to think really hard about this commercial, and you start to realize how stupid it is. Like they try to make this restaurant corporation look like a friendly place where families can organically hang out, and the interactions between these actors trying to play a family become so bizarre by like the 100th time you're watching it. And it's you. What was the Jeff Purdy? I think that fucking blew up. And if you combined all the places where that video you made got uploaded, it probably has like 1 billion views. And it was featured.
I don't think it's that many views, but
You made
They
Jeopardy.
even mentioned it on Jeopardy.
Yeah, it's been
On an
mentioned
episode.
twice on Jeopardy. It's been
You're like
Twice?
a superstar. You're like a Jeopardy master.
Dude.
it's a great honor, let me tell you that.
I will just say, if we're going to overanalyze this, I think it comes from, just capitalism's overextension in the public eye, and how
Yes.
companies are trying to be like people, But
Because
we've
they're
all
treated
kind of
like
seen
people.
through the veneer. And
And then people fall for it though, and they kind of form these weird relationships with their favorite companies and shit.
Yeah.
But basically, what I'm saying is that corporations are people, and that I'm marrying Raytheon. That she's my wife.
Nice. See, I feel like if you look at commercials from like the 20th century, they were more like they didn't try to like bullshit you. They were just like, some weird old guy being like, oh, try our new cigarettes or something. Then I feel like within the last maybe 20 years or so, like Becca said, they all started trying to like be your friend, and it got really weird.
Oh, I think, dude, I completely agree. I think commercials from the 80s and early 90s, I think the 90s is where it started to flip. But
Yeah.
like, especially commercials from the 80s for banks and like McDonald's and stuff, they focus so hard on tender moments. Like, this bank, we will be here for every step of your life.
Right.
When you buying your first car, getting married, having your first kid, we are here for you. We are your family. I think that's more the 20th century, but you think you see that more in the 21st century?
Well, I feel like they started to shift in that they tried to be cool, It's like back then it'd be like, oh, I'm watching a commercial for a bank. Yeah, it's like stupid. It's for a bank, but I guess everyone needs a bank. But then a commercial now would be like, yo, this bank is on fleek or something.
No, I think what it'd be like now is like, you hate your life. You don't get paid enough, and you're in poverty, and you can't afford rent. So why don't you just come and buy McDonald's instead of getting regular dinner? McDonald's, it's the food that you like, and that's the commercial. Like,
I think it has some like
it's
compared
trying
to
to
like
relate to your struggles, but it's just totally condescending towards you. Like,
Hey, our sponsor is McDonald's, so please watch your fucking tongue.
guys, if you go to McDonald's and input the code
cringe
if you input
burger.
the code CringeCast into the cashier, you'll get one free. No, but I think what opened my eyes to this was the funny Twitter accounts that the brands have now.
That's what it is. No, that's what I was talking about before. Is it's the Twitter accounts, man, that are kind of, I don't know. They're a little too like, they want you to form bonds with them in a way.
Oh, it gets me when the Twitter accounts from brands talk to each other, because it feels like they're like heading towards a future where they won't need the customers anymore. All the brands will just interact with each other, and it'll be like fully automated,
I think my least favorite Twitter moment ever was when one of the accounts was like suicidal. Do you remember that?
Yeah, that was the little Debbie account, wasn't it?
I'm just so tired of this shit or something, and then like
Yeah, and then all the accounts were like, all the other brand accounts were like, if you need help, put this number into your phone. And it's like,
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, heck off, dude.
So
Yeah.
Grant, you were trying to say something.
Grant, say it.
Well, I got so distracted because I'm trying to recall that moment, and I think I do remember that. What was happening with that? Was
I'm
that
looking it up.
They're all run by like interns. They're just like, intern, take this. We're gonna tell you what to put.
There's no way it's an intern.
No, do you remember do you guys remember when the American Airlines Twitter
Sunny D.
accidentally? Yeah, it was Sunny D, and then Little Debbie.
It was
Sunny D that was like, I'm going through a lot, RN, and then the Little Debbie account was like, Sunny D, you good?
That's such
What'd
a
they
fucking-
say?
Look, can I read this?
Yeah, read it.
So this was February of this year. It felt like it was way earlier than that, but here we go. February 3rd, 2019. I can't do this anymore. Sunny D. Moon Pie. What's going on, Sunny? Sunny D. Mood last night. All good, MP. Thanks for checking in. I love you.
It's like you know how like Food Fight or Toy Story, the things are alive and they have a little life.
Yeah,
It's that but real.
Yeah, you're right.
Can I
talk
say
about
that,
my favorite? Can I talk
it's
about my
Grant.
favorite Twitter interaction?
Hold on, it's Grant right now.
Peacock, I really appreciate you keep defending me, but you can go ahead, Connor. What's your favorite interaction?
Oh, my favorite interaction I put in the guest chat. I'll read it out for you. It's from the Ernie Keebler Twitter account. Ernie Keebler tweeted out a picture of a bunch of cookies, and it said, "I got an email from the nicest Nigerian prince. Not sure how sending 900 fudge stripes will help, but okay." Then this man, Jacob at 757 Cobb, responded to Ernie Keebler and said, "Haha, what great marketing. This will make me more likely to purchase your products." Ernie Keebler, being the kind elf he is, responds to Jacob's tweet and says, "All shucks. That's great to hear, Jacob. I think you're as great as cookies." And then Jacob decides to respond to that tweet by saying, "Suck my cock, Ernie Keebler."
Great.
On February 4th, 2019, at Little Debbie said, "If you, like Sunny Delight was yesterday, feel like giving up, here are some tips. Be realistic about what you can do. Speak with loved ones who will help break you from negative self-talk. Give yourself an incentive for finishing. Remember the, quote, why, unquote, of your, quote, this, unquote."
Mental health, but only for Little Debbie.
The fucking the social media professionals that are like, hey, let's do a little bit. Wait, not a bit, but let's do a
Let's
thing
pretend
where
to be
Sunny D's
suicidal.
depressed, and then Little Debbie teaches you how to not be depressed while she's selling you good cupcakes. Fucking.
Hey,
It's
and
like
if you want to
dystopian.
if you want to stop being depressed, buy Little Debbie, and that's our coupon code Debbie.
Do you guys
coupon code
remember?
Cringe caps?
Do you guys remember when the Southwest Air, or it was the American Airlines Twitter, accidentally posted a pic of a lady with a plane going into her vagina?
What?
What?
I don't remember that.
What?
And then they like deleted it really quick. But
I'm looking this up.
Why'd they delete it?
Please show us right now. I want to see
Oh
this.
my god, it's
just
here.
Google American Airlines
Got it.
vagina
Yeah,
plane.
here it is. I posted it.
Post it. I want to see what a vagina looks like.
Don't post it
Yeah.
in Post it. God damn it.
Whoa! Here, look at the image.
I have to delete that now. I'm sorry.
I'm about to ask a question.
Uh-oh.
You guys know the story of the guy who traded a paperclip for, like, you know, a button, and the button for the shirt, and then the shirt for the car, and the
Yep,
car
yep,
for
yep.
the
That's-
house?
And then the log on the stump, and the stump in the frog, and the frog
Yep,
in the
absolutely.
forest.
That was
Yeah.
awesome.
I'm doing that, but for YouTube channels. I'm like, you know, I'm at like 200 followers, but then I'm meeting Nolan, who introduced me to Grant, who has 70,000 subscribers, who's going to introduce me to Frank, from
Who has a billion
64,
subscribers.
who has 1 billion subscribers, who's going to introduce me to the president, Obama.
That is how
So anyway-
life works, though. Like
Anyway,
with
just mention that Frank should follow me on Twitter at Beccadagoo. If you guys want to follow me, that's the Twitter.
And
Yeah.
Frank,
Oh, of
since you're on Twitter, Frank, go to First Cringecast. That is the Cringecast Twitter page. Go there, follow, leave a tweet like something like that, and
Love
then
to tweet.
Grant, what were you gonna say? You were gonna say that's how life works or something? I felt like you were getting to something deep.
Yeah,
oh, I
wanna
keep
hear the
trying
tweet.
to. I keep trying to get into something deep, but you guys just want to
Well, I'm
talk about
sorry.
toy airplanes and vaginas. And
Oh.
No, Grant,
No,
I
that's
want
a
to hear you
real
go. I want
airplane.
to hear
It's
you
a
go
giant
deep.
woman.
Hey,
Don't-
Grant, go deep.
I'm gonna go deeper than that airplane, boy.
Yep.
You ready?
That airplane isn't
Yeah.
really that deep, so you can.
Okay,
Yes,
I want to
this is
say
terrible.
one thing real quick. Why is our at first Cringecast? Or I guess I should rephrase my question. Would you be open to different suggestions?
Why are we talking
Why
about
is
this
it
during the
that?
podcast?
Yeah, why
Yeah, we
does
can-
that matter?
yeah, we can change our at. I think that is a good idea to do.
I wanted to make it Cringecast, but it was already taken,
Do
so
the
I
cringe
decided
cast.
because
We
we
can be
weren't
like
the first ones, I'd lie and say, "Oh, we're the first Cringecast."
We can be like cringe. We can be Cringecast official. That can be our.
Is this really a conversation we need to be having right now?
Yeah, Nolan needs to give.
Oh,
some-
would you rather eat chips?
Hey, Becca, you're a new host. Why don't you give us some input? Do you think that the title should be Grilled Cheese Cringe Cast or Grilled Poo Poo Pee Pee Cringe Cast?
I think it should be second cringe cast.
Oh.
Kind of like
Wait.
Second
That.
City.
You guys, you should talk about your podcast. Wait, do you
Yeah,
guys
oh, yeah.
have? I tried finding your podcast because I wanted to watch
On
it.
YouTube.
Is it? Do you have episodes up already?
There's 2
Yeah, we have,
episodes.
Oh shit! See, I wanted to watch it to get a feel for it. What is it? Tell us about it.
It's called Don't Retweet This, and it's at twitter.com/poo-poo-pee-pee-pod. And basically we try to come up with the most liked tweet on Twitter, and we're going to do it until we get the most liked tweet.
I'm very jealous of that at, by the way.
Thank you.
Thank you for being jealous.
Yeah.
You could do pee-pee-poo-poo pod.
Yep, you could.
No, he's talking about the at handle at
I know.
handle.
I'm saying you guys could do the opposite. You
Yeah,
could do
flip it.
poo-poo.
Oh, I think that's
Oh.
what he said.
Yeah, I
We're
want
gonna
pee
do
pee poo
pee
poo.
pee.
If you guys have poo poo pee pee, then
All
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
I'm changing it. I'm gonna change it. I'm gonna do it.
You're gonna do
Do it.
pee-pee poo-poo, and we're gonna do poo-poo pee-pee.
dude,
It's
do
like
it right
the
now,
yin
please.
to
What
our-
about
Chatterbox,
poop?
don't
What about pee
don't
poo
change-
pee poop?
don't change our Twitter handle to a Twitter handle that's different than the name of our
It's cum
podcast.
shit
What about
cum
poopity
piss.
poop poop poop?
I shouldn't have said nothing.
I can only do pee pee poo, and that's it.
Chatterbox,
No,
don't change it.
Chatter.
If you change it, I'm changing my shirt.
Grant, can I kind of pick your brain a little bit?
Yeah,
I
man.
pick it. How do you get people to, how do you get so successful in the business? You're like a huge success.
Yeah, I'd like to hear your claims to fame.
Yeah,
Thank
whose
you.
leg do you have to hump some legs around here? Huh?
Yeah,
Ha,
it'd be like
ha.
that. But Nolan, I appreciate your words, and I appreciate you, man. Do you have a more
Yes.
focused question?
Thank you.
Well, like, what's the process been like for you? Like, how, you used to have only 100 people would watch your video, and now maybe 500,000 or more. So
now
what do
my
you do?
mom watches 3GI. She says, "Wow, the new Puzzle Master episode is really good."
Yeah, how'd you get there, Grant? How'd you pull that
Yeah.
off?
I have a similar question.
All right, let's
We
hear
just
it.
keep asking questions and you never answer.
Just keep stockpiling them. I'll answer it once I hear a good one.
I'm trying to start a YouTube channel. And it's gonna be, it's gonna be great. But
Is it called
I'm
Becca
wondering
Reads
how I
Who
get.
Poops?
All right.
It's called Becca Retold.
Yeah.
I've got a question.
What
Wait,
up?
I just wanted to know how to get subscribers.
I don't know how to get them, man. I've
Well, you
I've
have
been
them.
You have to make a
No.
Mario parody.
I got 70,000, and that's nothing. I've been doing this since YouTube started, and I could never really quite. My numbers I have is only because I've been doing the same thing for a long time, and I think a lot of people will build an audience and they'll start to plateau and they'll just stop. But
Mhm.
plateauing, you just got to keep more weight. You just got to keep going. You got to keep picking up the speed. You're never going to get there unless you jump fully in, and I felt like I've never jumped fully in. So I'm trying to get there. I'm trying to do it. I want to do 3GI full time. And I keep trying to I keep thinking the way to get there is to sit down with a pen and paper and strategize, but I don't know. Strategy's never been my thing. I think I just got to jump. I just got to jump all the way in. I felt like I've been dicking around in the shallow end my whole life. I'm 28. I'm almost 30. I want to fucking get somewhere with this. So I've been the past year. I've just been jumping in full force, and I've been seeing progress with Shrek Retold, because I focused. I put all my energy towards one thing, and I think if you kind of are scattered, you're not going to see the results you want to see. But I'm not the person to give advice. I don't know. I look at PewDiePie and I get so fucking jealous, if I'm being real, because it's just that's stupid shit. But people want to see stupid shit, and I've tried making stupid shit, doing shit. I don't
try
feel-
being more racist.
Yeah, I could try that.
You could try.
More being the key word.
Yeah, it's hard to look at PewDiePie and feel like, why, he every day he does something that he knows children will want to watch, and I know he has adult fans, but it's children who are propping him up.
Yeah.
Right.
And it's there's no doubt that there are days, because he uploads every day, there's days he's like, I'm just gonna make something that I'm gonna hate doing, and it probably helps that his content has gone from him overreacting to stuff, and it's him it's now the fad to be empathetic towards what you're doing. So it probably helps that his whole shtick is whatever, I'm doing a Minecraft video today. He doesn't give a shit.
Yeah.
Isn't that his whole channel now? Is this Minecraft?
It's been Minecraft for a while,
That's how he became popular. He became a Minecraft YouTuber.
but he does
He was no one before that.
He's not. He's never one exact thing. He was Let's Plays for a long time, but that died out. And there's a reason.
Are we forgetting about Pewds Does Everything?
I've never heard of that.
Okay.
When you look at a channel like his, you gotta realize that he's probably doing a lot of stuff he doesn't want to do or doesn't like doing. But Grant, have you produced something that you don't like doing?
Ooh.
Oh yeah, of course. I've
What's your least favorite video?
I don't know if I could pick that, but I've definitely chased trends, and it has a feeling that it's like, ugh. It's
Same.
it's
I feel
cringy
you,
shit.
yeah.
You really gotta do stuff that you just like doing.
Yeah, I was talking to Hot Dad about that, and he said the exact same thing. He used to try to cash in on everything, and I think he did get, like, you know, some attention from doing that. But it was like, I don't know. His thing is that, like, there's a lot. What he's kind of told me, like, he's had his music on like the Jimmy Fallon show before, and he's like, that's cool, but like after like a day, nobody remembers it, you know. And it's like, so I don't know. He definitely helped me understand that you just got to do shit that you like.
Like, what is your motivation to keep making stuff on YouTube?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Yeah, anybody.
Because I'm gonna die one day. And I have so many ideas in my head, but there's only so many hours in the day. Like, I cannot waste time. I need to keep creating.
I'm on the same page as you. Yeah.
Actually, yeah. I agree.
I wanna be able to get a YouTube career going because it is a job that I can see myself actually wanting to do.
Right. Same.
Because I'm worried to where I'm gonna get to a point where I'm gonna have to like buckle down and find a career that I'll hate if I can't get YouTube going.
Yeah, I mean, like, I want to start a YouTube channel. I don't think I want to do it full time ever, but man, like, I just want to make stuff, and I want to make all the stuff that I want to make before I can't make anything anymore. You know?
Well, you got to go for it. Seize the day. I think I've said this before, but you really got to work on it like a psychopath. Like, you can't sleep. You can't eat. You should eat and sleep. I'm talking metaphorically, but you got to work on it like you need air. Like you're a psycho, like you're like obsessed with it, because that's the only way things get done is you work on it every day, and you work on it focused. You have at the beginning of the day, or rather at the end of the day, I'll make a schedule for myself for the next day, just comprised of what I need to get done and what I want to get done, and I'll schedule it out. Like, I wake up, I eat breakfast, and then I'll sit down and do it like an hour and a half of catch up, which is just responding to emails and
then
checking out.
You go to bed.
Connor, god damn it.
What do you do?
Oh, he interrupted you and you're getting angry at him? You get angry at him?
I'm getting so angry at him.
Oh my god.
Hold on. I'm going to put Connor. We're going to talk in the corner real quick. Come over here.
Did you mute him?
No.
Connor, did you mute him?
Connor did mute me. I think I'm gonna send Connor to the timeout zone with my.
Can you just cut me out of this podcast?
We actually can. We can completely remove you from the podcast.
No, I'm just making a little joke with friends.
Oh, don't say jokes like that, because then they'll think you're serious, and
yeah, we have no way of knowing.
They'll never talk to you in their entire life.
I forgot that sarcasm isn't real.
Don't do jokes on this show. Never. Damn, I'm watching one of those fractals on YouTube right now. You guys seen this shit? It like keeps zooming in.
It's like a kaleidoscope.
Yeah, that shit's great. Fractals are like the key to the universe.
Isn't that what Doctor Strange does? Like Doctor Strange movie, he jumps in the portal and it fractalates.
Probably, I haven't seen it.
Yeah, sure, why not?
That sounds like something that character would do. He'd probably jump into some sort of pattern.
Honestly, I've always said that Doctor is a little strange.
Dude, that's probably why they call him that.
No.
Wow.
All right, let's go down the line. I want to hear. We're gonna create a little Avengers team of our own. We're the Avengers.
How long is this podcast gonna be?
How long?
5 hours.
We've been going for 1 hour, but apparently 30 minutes of usable content since we.
Yeah, but it's okay. We're gonna do this. We're gonna be the Avengers. So starting from alphabetical order, starting with Becca and going all the way down. Tell what's your superhero power and superhero name.
Mm-hmm. Do I make a funny one or like what I actually want to have?
You pick whatever you want to hear.
Okay.
Our superhero name would be Beccadagoo.
Connor, stop interrupting.
And how about you shut the fuck up? Anyway, mate.
Oh my god.
My superpower. It's
Kidding, Connor.
superpower that I can change the color of the sky, but only in but not for real, like in people's eyes. So they think the sky's a different color.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty cool. What's your name?
And the name is the superhero name is Becca.
It's not a great name. Chatterbox, you're up.
No, but there's a silent H at the end.
My power is to move to a new topic because I don't fucking like this one.
Okay, what's
No.
your name?
Where did this come from?
I just wanted to move on to something more
Where
concise
did
that
it
we can go down the
come
line.
from?
I like talking about creative process and inspiration.
Yeah, I really
yeah.
liked that too, Grant. I thought that was
I
awesome.
wanted to ask a question right quick.
Ask it.
Go
I
fast.
know it might sound weird. I think I talked about it before, but I want to do horror content on YouTube.
Dude,
You know,
me too.
I would
That's a good
I
idea.
would love to
pretty
do
cool.
horror, scary stuff. But
Creepypasta?
YouTube is primarily used by children, and I don't want to scare kids.
But that's the best part of making scary content.
You already thought about it too much. Just do it.
Children actually love horror content on YouTube.
That's true.
Anyway, I just linked in my favorite horror YouTube channel. It's called Local 58.
Oh,
Like it
I
on
love
there.
this
It's
channel. I've seen their
It's great.
some of
Dang, I
their
haven't seen it,
stuff.
but it sounds cool.
Honestly, Chatterbox, if you want to like guarantee making money on YouTube off of a pseudo horror thing, just do like
I don't
top
even need to
10s.
make money off of it, honestly.
I know, but you have a way to. Chills makes so much money off of just top 10s.
Top 10s,
Yeah.
that's a good idea, yeah. There's a dude I knew from, or I didn't know him, but I had friends who knew this guy. His name was also Nolan, and he lived in my previous town, and he apparently like got big in high school making like Call of Duty compilations on YouTube, and he made enough money to like buy a house.
Wow.
And it's I want to.
Wow.
That's
Grant,
crazy.
I got a question.
Yeah.
Grant,
Yes.
could you let me in a little bit on YouTube's monetization process? Like, how much money would you make on a video, if you can say it?
Oh, I don't
You're
make
allowed
no
to say
money
it.
on. I'll make like chump change on YouTube, but I
Chump
don't
change.
I don't do very well in that kind of thing.
I give Grant $1 of my hard-earned money a month.
Yeah.
If we're going by the Patreon, I think he has like, what do you got, like 25?
25 what?
$dollars?
Yep, $25. I'm raking them in.
25 patrons, but it's a little more than that. But I don't see a lot of patrons on the Discord.
68 patrons? What? You're one away.
That's still 60. Oh, you are one away, Grant.
I used to be at 75.
What happened?
No, Nintendo left after we wouldn't leave him alone.
I left and I convinced a couple people to leave too.
Oh, thanks, man.
No, they un-Patreon because they wanted to get down to the funny number.
Can we just talk about the fact that the girl who drew or the guy, I don't know who in particular, but the person who drew the Sandy cock for her has more patrons than Grant?
They're obviously more talented.
Bring that up, please. that
Actually,
shit's disgusting.
I would like to interrupt our conversation. We have a very special piece of news to talk about with Nostalgia Boy. He turned 1 this week.
See,
wow.
he's a liar. He already said he was 15 before he
his-
turned
But
15.
his
He's a
cake
liar.
had a candle on it.
But he lied.
How
But-
old is Nostalgia Boy?
He said he was 15 before,
Okay.
even though he just turned 15. So he's definitely 15 now.
And he didn't have 15 candles on the cake.
Certainly 15 now. Well, you know
Who's
what?
the youngest guest you've had on this podcast?
The youngest person, it might be me.
How old are you, Chatterbox?
I'm 19.
Chatterbox.
I win.
Oh.
How old are you, Becca?
17.
Oh, youngest guest.
Oh, all right.
Holy shit,
No.
you're friends with Nolan, who's like 35? That's
He's
really
like
weird.
42.
Yeah, he turned 61 yesterday. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Happy
I know-
birthday, Nolan.
Thanks.
Peacock, how old are
Alright,
you?
so
Like
Becca, you and I
I'm
are like
20.
the same age then.
20.
Yeah.
I'm 18, so
You're 18.
I'm on
Oh.
I'm on par with Becca.
I'm the first guest born after 9/11. So
Really? Is that
Yeah, it's
actually
true, huh? Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
That's remarkable.
Wow.
That's why you're making jokes about it, not crying when we mention it.
Wow.
I
Right,
was-
yeah. The
I
kids
was
these days don't understand the pain that we all went through that day.
I mean, my parents made me feel the pain.
They'll hit each other with towers. On the
Yeah, on
rip.
9/11, they drank so much to make me feel the pain in the womb.
That's why you're the way you are. Okay.
Alright, well, that's fucking rude. That's fucked up.
Anywho, so we've been going for like an hour and a half. Do we want to cut it, call it a quits?
Yes.
Yeah, let's give up.
Let's give up.
Well, it's been awesome having Nolan and Becca on the podcast. Check them out
Thanks
at
for having
their Twitters and other sites that they've definitely already mentioned in the episode, and you'll have to go find to remember.
Peace out.
Becca Levine on YouTube, twitter.com/Beccadagoo. My Venmo is at Real Donald Trump.
And make sure you check out our Twitter. We've also got a YouTube page that you should already be able to access right there at the bottom. And check out Chatterbox, Connor, and Grant on Twitter, and me. And have yourselves a wonderful evening. Goodbye.
Shrek 3 retold.
Bye.